Well, it's Sunday. I'm Brother Steve. 5 o'clock ish. You know how we do 5 o'clock ish on Sundays. It's great. It's just time for a good time. Great day. You know what? I'm glad today because we've got one of the greatest gospel writers of the decade with me today. It's gonna be quick. It's gonna be short. Share. You're gonna learn something. You're gonna learn something today. Every songwriter, every singer, musician, you're gonna learn something today. And guess what? We're going to give you a sneak peek of the new release by the one and only David Frazier. That's right. David Frazier is here with us today, and we've got much more coming up. From Hollywood, California, I'm Brother Steve. Share right now.
From Hollywood.
Yo, DJ, are you done mixing yet?
Your DJ has only just begun.
Hello, I'm Bishop T.D. Jakes, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hey, it's LaToya Luckett, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
This is Rance Allen, and you're watching my friend, Brother Steve TV.
Hey, y'all, this is Landry Johnson, and you're watching Brother Steve TV.
Hi, this is Rodney Darkchild Jerkin. This is Chris Tucker. This is Kirk Franklin.
And you are watching Brother Steve.
You're watching Brother Steve. Brother Steve TV. Stay tuned.
From Hollywood, California, you're watching Brother Steve TV.
360. It's a praise jam party, yep, it's going up. Brother Steve, the Sunshine Band, that's what's up. Him and his crew, they really making stations nervous. Brother Steve deliver hits like the Postal Service. Must I remind you of his credentials? Brother Steve, go hard, he go large, he's monumental. That's it, it's over. A finality, call the Paul Bearers, the station's buried in Cali.
360, going hard for the Lord, it's the Praise Jam Party. Brother Steve is in charge. For all the hot exclusives and the brand new styles, tune in every week, adjust your radio dial to the most unpredictable show on the airwaves. From the land of the stars to the home of the Braves. We go hard for the Lord. Yeah. That's how we rep the Christ, we don't apologize for it. We go hard.
Let me say, one of the greatest joys is when you're playing your theme song and the legendary David Frazier is bouncing his head. He said, yeah, I kind of like that beat. David Frazier's in the house. What up, Doc?
Hey, man. How's everything going?
It's going my way. How you doing, Doc?
Listen, I'm good. Glad to be with you today, and thank you for sharing your platform with me.
Man, I'm so glad to have you here, Doc. What is going on, man? So we've got so much to talk about in so little time. We're going to get in because I know you are a very busy person, and you're not even in your home. You on tour somewhere else. Where you is today, dude?
I'm home. I'm home today.
What?
I'm home. I'm home.
Frazier is at home, Doc. So we're going to have you turn your camera a little bit. That way we can have the light a little bit more in front of you and give you a chance to tweak that just a little bit so our viewers can see you a little bit better. David, you are nonstop writing music, pumping out product, pumping out stuff, and you just getting stuff done, Doc.
I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to stay busy and trying to bless as many people as I possibly can. That's how we try to rock.
But you're like the whole package. You're producer, writer. You're the only one, literally one of the only ones, probably the only one I see that is at every convention, music convention, with a booth set up, selling. I mean, songwriters walk around and grin and smile, want to take pictures of everybody and shake people's hand, give them a tip or a note, and then say, buy my new record. But you got a booth, you purchase your own booth, you set up your shirts, you make stuff happen. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about merch. How important is it getting your product to the people?
Well, I think although we've been kind of in a COVID environment for the last 2 years, I think getting out, meeting people, finding out who your audience is, who you're being a blessing to, I think that's important. And also I think getting out and getting among people, you get to find out what is relevant, what people gravitate toward musically. Because I'm a songwriter, I'm always selling song books or a lot of the music that I produce myself. So with that being said, getting out, meeting people, connecting with people, that's really what Jesus did. That's basically all we could do.
Wow. That's deep. We're going to go to the radio segment of the show. Brother Steve Radio from Hollywood, California, award-winning writer, producer extraordinaire, David Frazier. David, welcome to our program. Tell us real quick, what goes into writing a hit song? Well, first of all, tell about some of the hit songs you've written so people can know, oh my gosh, that's David. He wrote that too. Talk about that real quick.
Well, Steve, it's been 30 years now,
Wow.
and I've been blessed to write a little over 100 songs into the gospel music genre, almost 30 songs. Hey, Lady Victory, she just shouted us out on the that's my in Dallas there. I've been blessed to write just about 30 songs for Bishop Hezekiah Walker, Love Fellowship Choir, songs like How Much We Can Bear, I'll Fly Away, Power Belongs to God, It Shall Come to Pass, We Made It. Of course, a lot of churches sing I Need You to Survive, which has become an international anthem, not just for Christians, but for just people going through different situations or circumstances. I was blessed to write a song for Karen Clark Sheard on her first album, Holy Thou Art Holy. Recently got nominated for a Grammy for a song I did with Ricky Dillard and New G, Release. And we got another new song on his new record called Making Room. And then I've written a lot of my own music on my own series of CDs called Psalms, Hymns, and Spiritual songs like Favor and Show Yourself Mighty and His Presence is Here to Heal, which have all been covered by other artists and recorded by others. So
what's the elements that go into writing a good song?
Well, I always kind of try to live by a kind of a code. Your song needs to be spiritual. It needs to be sensible. It needs to be singable. And there needs to be a synergy. So I try to use those little 4 words. Your songs need to be sensible, spiritual, singable, and have synergies. And I mean, it kind of gets in, if you want to get involved with what that means, of course, what singable is. Singable just means, it needs to be something that people don't struggle with the lyrics, don't struggle with the melodies, easy to remember, easy for them to reproduce it on a Sunday morning or Tuesday night or Friday night in their churches or in their cars or at home, so.
Most writers, most writers miss that. They're singing these songs and you see the first ladies or some of the mothers lean over to say, babe, what they saying? And it's like, you don't want, you want a song that is singable. That's powerful. That's probably one of the most powerful pieces I've heard since my neighbor shared his take on it. My neighbor was Andre Crouch, and him and his sister said, if you can whistle the melody, you have a hit.
Yeah, Andre Crouch has always been a trailblazer and a trendsetter from a standpoint of taking subject matter that was not musical and making it musical, making it singable, getting it to make sense to the hearer, to the singer, and then that making sense spiritual. A lot of this music out here doesn't spiritually connect. So if you're able to write something that is spiritual, singable, sensible, and then connects with people, that's that synergy where every time somebody hears a song, it connects them to a memory, it connects them to a moment, it connects them to a minute of that's what makes music so great, where it causes people's minds to go to moments, either victorious moments or struggle moments that they made it through, happy times, sad times that they were able to get past. That's the magic of a great song.
Well, I want to say this to you real quick. What did you feel when you wrote this song I Need You to Survive.
Mm-hmm.
And it was inspired from the 9/11 events. We'll talk about that real
Actually,
quick.
actually, no.
Really? Okay,
Actually,
Greg,
no.
let's get that story straight.
Yeah, actually, no. I Need You to Survive was written the early part of the year that 9/11 happened.
Okay.
I wrote the song probably like February, March, maybe. And what happened was I wrote it at church and I showed it to I asked the pastor if I could sing this song at the end of his message because he just got finished preaching from 1 Corinthians 12, which that's basically the basis of I Need to Survive. And he said I could. So right before service closed, I taught the song to the congregation. And the pastor liked it. He said, I want to sing that every Sunday now, just as we close.
And what church was that
And
again?
this was a church in Brooklyn, New York, a small church called Agape Christian Fellowship.
So that was the first church to sing that as they anthem.
Yes.
I Need You to Survive every Sunday.
Yes. And what happened was I got a call a few weeks later from Bishop Walker saying that he was getting ready to record Family Fair #2 at Radio City, and he needed some music.
Yeah.
So I showed him a song called We Made It, which is the song where he says, tell bin Laden, we made it, tell Afghanistan, yeah. So that was the first song on the record.
Wow.
And there was another song that I showed him that he didn't make the record, but I then said, hey, Bishop, I wrote this song. We sing it at my church every Sunday. I want to get your thoughts on it. So I showed him I Need You to Survive. And he was kind of like, I don't know. It doesn't have 3-part harmony. I don't know. It's kind of, we've never done a song like this before. I don't know. I don't know. So I said, well, Bishop, we sing it at the church. You could try it out at your church. What we'll try, I'll come by and we'll just see how it goes. So I ended up teaching it to Love Fellowship, and they never sang it. They hadn't sang it until maybe July of that same year. Bishop Walker had a service at his church on a Tuesday night, and he invited me to come.
Mm-hmm.
And I did We Made It with the choir, and he had a couple of guests from Verity Records at that time, Tara Griggs McGee, and some people from the company, Max Siegel, different people came. And then what happened was We Made It, and then he did another song off the record. Then he says, did David leave yet? If David, come up to the front, get on the organ. I want to do that other song that you showed the choir. And that was I Need You to Survive. And we did it the first time on a Tuesday night at the church. And it was a wipeout. We sang the song for about an hour and a half. And one song for an hour and a half. And people were passed out on the
Tuesday
floor.
night service.
Hugging each other, apologizing to each other, ministering to people. And it was so amazing. Bishop Walker looked over at me, kind of hunched his shoulder up, and I kind of hunched mine. I said, I didn't know this was going to happen. And he just realized that this was going to be something really, really major. So fast forward from July to September, the original recording of the Family Affair 2 was supposed to be the end of September. September 11th happened, so they had to postpone the recording almost a month and a half. So you see how at the recording, we sang I Need You to Survive, and we had people that survived 9/11 in the audience, firefighters. They showed video of the World Trade Center and the whole 9 yards. And so a lot of people associated I Need You to Survive with that event, but it was written months earlier. But, sometimes that's how God does. He kind of gives you something that'll help you ahead of time. So,
yes, sir.
And then from that point, it's been all over the world. It's been on the Oprah Winfrey Show. It's been sung at the Republican National Convention, Democratic National Convention. It's been in 5 movies. The Boston Pops has performed it. The London Symphony Orchestra has performed it. It's in several languages and 5 hymn books. It's still sung pretty frequently, even now today. I remember Bishop Blake told me when he met me in the airport that was his fellowship song for
every
a long
Sunday.
time. Every Sunday, just so it's just one of those things. I can't really explain it, but it just kind of worked out the way it worked out, and I'm grateful.
I was watching Oprah and her and Gail, and Oprah walked into this little small church and she started singing it the first thing went through my mind was, I'm gonna see David at Chase tomorrow morning. I was like, what? I mean, and it wasn't no like 10-second snippet. No, she was really into the song. Now, how'd you feel? You got that
They
call?
actually interviewed her when I got the call from that. She had never heard the song before, and she was just so incredibly blessed by it. And I'll show you how this works, Steve. Tyler Perry, when he opened the Tyler Perry movie studios in Atlanta, had a big event, and right on the program is printed, "I Need You to Survive" by David Frazier. They sang it to open the Tyler Perry studios because Oprah felt so strongly about the song. Tyler Perry feels strong about it. It touches people where they are, and it's very, you know, it means a lot. It's really the Bible.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, it's really the scripture. So it just means a lot to people, and I'm just grateful that God, blessed me with the opportunity to bless others.
If you go into "I Need You to Survive," just as you said, your songs have a meaning to them, and they tell a story. Now, you recorded this song, "A Second Chance," originally with Love. Now, I will give shout out to Bishop Hezekiah Walker. I am like one of the biggest Hezekiah Walker fans. I mean, almost on every show I'm playing something by Bishop Hezekiah Walker. So it's just good singable music. Second Chance. Tell us about the celebration of Second Chance, because this is not. It's not 2 years. It's not 5 years. It's how many years?
No, 30 years, almost.
30 years.
Yeah, Second Chance was recorded on the By Any Means Necessary album. Second Chance, How Much We Can Bear, and I'll Fly Away were all recorded on the same project. And 30 years. And I was at an event and asked to sing some of the Love Fellowship music and kind of revisit them. And I did a couple of songs, and I did Second Chance. And Yana Crawley happened to be there.
Yeah.
And so while I was doing the vamp of the song, I asked Yana to come up and sing. And she just sang it until my attorney at that time, or it's still at my attorney at this time, his name is James Walker, came all the way up from the back of the room to the stage and said to me in my ear, "David, please redo Second Chance with Yana singing it."
Wow.
And I said, listen, I was just blown away. And I thought she would be ideal to be that other person to kind of, revisit a great song. So it took us about 2 years and got past COVID and stuff, and then farmed in the instruments, got Yana in the studio. I flew.
Hold on one second. It took you, we understand COVID, it shut a lot of people down, and we understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But you said 2 years in the making to perfect this song?
2 years.
Some people don't understand it. They want to go in the studio, knock this out in about 3 weeks, and and whoop de whoop. 2 years. And let me say this real quick. A shout out to my sister Antoinette. You are a major influence on my sister's music career, and she thanks you for the advice.
That's my friend, and love her very much. Steve. Not that every record that I've done has taken 2 years, but COVID, getting the right vocals in, getting enough vocals in, trying to get the sound that we had, the energy that we had, at least some of it from the original recording, and then plus we were doing a studio record, so got to kind of take our time a little bit and get some warmth in it. So it took a few background vocal sessions with different size groups. Yana went back in again just to kind of do a couple of things so we can give people something that would be memorable. And then like for people that remembered the original, I wanted them to appreciate this one. And then people that never heard Second Chance before, I wanted them to appreciate the new revisit. Well, so I think we were able to accomplish something great.
You nailed it. Let me say this: your music. I was having a rough day not too long ago, and I just played that song, and your chords, your music, it was like candy. It just like lifted my whole day. It brought light to the day. It's like, and your key changes. Oh, it's unbelievable. I'm going to play a little clip of this. Let everybody know we're not going to play the whole song because we want you to go out and support it, download it, buy it, do what you got to do, and download it from David's website. Use Spotify, whatever. But here's the clip.
Yes.
Here's the clip. We're gonna play the clip of Second Chance featuring David Frazier and Ayanna Crawley. Here's the clip, y'all. Here it comes. Woo! That just blessed me right there, Doc. My God in heaven.
And what's so interesting, Steve, is, and I don't know if you noticed this, the new Second Chance is only 4 minutes long.
Listen,
So
let me say,
I
looked at the clock, 3:59. I'm like, the first Second Chance was like 2 hours long.
Yeah, it wasn't 2 hours, but it was about 7 minutes. It was 7 minutes and some change.
Wow.
And so that was something very interesting too. Taking something iconic and making it more portable for today's listener, today's radio. It just was amazing how when the song was over and the guy said, "Hey, we right at 3:59, 401." I said, "Listen, that's where we're gonna be. We're gonna live right there. I'm not adding no more. I'm not taking no more away." I think that's enough for people. It gives people just enough second chance so that they can keep going back and back. And that's what I'm getting in my inboxes. That's what I'm getting on my Facebook page. People keep revisiting Second Chance, and I'm grateful for the opportunity.
Wow, man, this has just been a joy. It's been great. It's been a pleasure talking to you. Where can people find this song? Where can people get it?
Well, Second Chance was released all over the world on 2/02/22/22.
Wow.
Which is just about maybe 2 weeks ago, 02/22/22. Second Chance, and it's 2ND Chance. The number 2ND Chance.
Okay.
By David Frazier featuring Ayanna Crawley. It's everywhere: Apple Music, Spotify, Amazon, Tidal, YouTube, everywhere. And download it, add it to your. It's on Pandora. Add it to your libraries. You can just go to my artist page, David Frazier, on Apple Music, on Spotify, on Tidal, wherever you listen to digital music. Second Chance is there, along with some of the other music that I've done in the past as well.
The one and only David Frazier with Brother Steve. Thanks for joining us, David. Any closing words or comments you want to say right now to everybody out there watching our program? And also, I'm going to let you know, we're going to run this again so people can rewatch it over again, and you can share the video. What words you want to say, David, to people before we close our broadcast?
Well, let me just say this too, Steve. A video for Second Chance is coming. I'm working on that, about to shoot that. And I got something really, really incredible, Steve, that I got coming up. I've written a woman's devotional book called The Fearless Woman. It's 245 pages of full color devotions, affirmations, scripture, psychological and cognitive skill training, and help ladies, just ladies, to get past the spirit of fear. And I'm going to have another book, The Fearless Man, coming in the summer. So definitely check those. We need to do something and talk about that in about 2 or 3 weeks when I get it in my hand. New Ricky Dillard song on the new Ricky Dillard Breakthrough album is a song called Making Room. New single should be coming out as well. I just finished Darwin Hobbs, Pastor Shirley Caesar, new Hezekiah Walker Love Fellowship music coming down the pike. So, and hopefully a David Frazier record by the top of the summer, and then a Christmas album by the end of the summer going into the fall. And hopefully Second Chance will be gold single and a #1 single by then as well too.
David's not stopping, y'all. He's keeping it happening. Dave, thanks so very much. Once again, what is your website so we can post it right here on the screen?
Okay, I'm right on Facebook at David Frazier Music on Facebook. I'm on YouTube, David Frazier Music. My actual website is davidfrazier.net. davidfrazier.net. But I'm on all socials, on Twitter at Dave's Lyric, and on IG at David Frazier 1, and on Facebook, David Frazier and David Frazier, 2 capital I's on Facebook as well too. But you can go to the website as well too to get information about me, or check me out on Facebook.
Dave, stay with us. We'll be right back from Hollywood, California. The writer, producer, award-winning David Frazier. We'll be right back with more. Brother Steve from Hollywood. Stay tuned. David, we'll see you soon. Hold on one second, y'all.
Bless you, Brother Steve.
We go that's how we rep the price, we don't apologize for. And I work with a producer. We can take your record and make it a break and make no mistake.